Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. We go from SoFi Stadium. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance dancing to his left. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Nine yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Now a give right side. Mitchell. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance getting this out to the flat. Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. And the Rams have got it back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year, and we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. Stafford hooking up with Akers. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look at.
Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second down now, it's Mitchell. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's Lance to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And the Niners are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are on the board first on the road here in L.A. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Mike's 42! Mike's 42! Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey, 22!
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Rams nothing.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the pass. 54.
To throw is Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's good for an LA Rams. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mike 32. Mike 54. All day, baby. All day.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Finding some room at midfield. And some space here. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On first down, Mitchell. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
On play action, Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Lance again. Flushed out right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. From midfield, here's Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now a give, right side. Mitchell finding room to the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
A good run there off right tackle. In an old-school NFL football, the right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. And now they'll throw with Lance. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Ross Dwelly, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Kicking off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw, Stafford. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the 1st. The 49ers now going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. 54 is Mike. Check.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. That's to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Easy. Omaha, ready to move.
Throwing again is Stafford. Rolling to his right. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, fly low! Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. My game, my game. Watch switch. 22. Hey. Time to go, night. My game. Defense wins championship.
Play action, Stafford. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown, L.A. Tutu Atwell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Niners 14, Rams 7.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. A final shot before half for Lance. Out to his left. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Stafford. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Stafford. That's complete to his tight end Higbee. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford, and that's caught left side. It's Woods.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. This one to the left to Higbee. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lance on the bootleg. He'll find Sermon out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On 2nd and very short, Lance gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a give, right side. Mitchell. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 39. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. So that'll back them up 5. Off of play action, here's Lance. Rolling to his left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Second and 15. They run the counter. It's Mitchell. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Lance looking to throw it. Caught right side, Davis. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. The kick by Gold is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Now it's Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Mike 42, Mike 42, check, Mike 42. Libra. Hey, switch gears.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Lance to throw it. Being chased out left. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So that one will be accepted. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
On 2nd down, Akers. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Stafford.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now it's Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Stafford. He'll buy some time right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
They'll look to run with Akers.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Cam Akers.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on fourth down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
Able to haul it in is Kittle.
And they will get the conversion on fourth down to stay alive, but time not an ally.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Stafford now to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Rams,
they do get that 10th win of the year as they finish up at 10-7 overall.
And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Niners,
the loss means they'll finish up the regular season at 10-7.
And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture.